we also have with us guests who are joining us on this program. The kind of incident that has happened at Tirupati, this is something which is quite unprecedented. All of us know that there are big numbers of people who come to Tirupati every single day. But in this particular case, even though there were 94 counters set up, the accident has ensued. Where do you see the fault lines here? Already the police investigation has begun on what really went wrong, but we do not yet know the details. Would you be able to elaborate on what exactly went wrong here?
It is a very tragic and unfortunate incident that had happened yesterday in Tirupati, where 6 people have lost their lives because of the stampede that happened at the Vaikunta Dwara Darshanam ticket counters. The Honorable Chief Minister had immediately reacted. He had sent a team of ministers immediately to Tirupati to ensure that people who have injured get the best of the medical treatment. And the Honorable Chief Minister himself is going to land in Tirupati in a few hours. From now, the entire machinery in Tirupati is taking care of all those who have got injured yesterday. And the second thing is, if you look at the incident that happened at one of the ticket issuing counters yesterday, people were actually made to wait in a park, and at around 8 o'clock,
We are also joined by Mr. Konda Rajiv Gandhi, YSRCP spokesperson. Mr. Konda Rajiv Gandhi, what do you think has been the lapse here because of which such an accident has taken place? Because every year we do know that during the Vaikunta Dwara Darshanam or during Brahmotsavams, there are always big crowds that assemble for getting the Sarva Darshanam tickets as well. What is the inputs that you are getting from the ground about where the lapse or the gap may have happened?
Well, definitely in any debate, I normally say good morning, but today I'm very sorry. It's a sorrowful morning to each and every one, especially to all the devotees of Lord Sri Venkateswara Swami. As you said, before saying it is an unfortunate incident and a tragic stampede incident, I would like to say this as a negligence. Not only that, there is a lapse in administration, there is no proper policing, proper administration from TTD authorities. As you said, this is a calendared program which comes every year. This is not a sudden program. This is not a sudden other thing which has happened without knowing the realities or the ground realities for the administrative authorities. They are completely aware about this rush. They're completely aware about the Vaikunta Ekadasi, and they failed in making proper and necessary administrative authorities. We are coming to know the ground realities through your NDTV just now. A husband of a deceased person just now spoken that there is no proper policing, there is no proper availability of ambulances. Even after death, there is no proper administration between the hospitals and the deceased relatives, and not even now they are not even being guided properly. So definitely the action, who is responsible for almost 6 deaths, and it may be also they may be increased. They can be increased also, because according to the situation of the ground realities, we are coming to know that the deaths also may be increased because there are many injured. There are many people who are severe. They got injured. So this is completely a failure of the TTD authorities and the government of Andhra Pradesh. So now we have to ask the Honorable Chief Minister, who is going to take responsible on this. Either they're going to suspend the TTD authorities, or the TTD board is going to resign, and the Honorable Chief Minister have to answer how much ex gratia is going to announce. We demand an ex gratia of 2 crores for each devotee and 50 lakhs ex gratia for the injured. Why? Because this is if you see the previous history of the Chandrababu Naidu ji, whenever previously there is a Godavari Pushkaralu in Andhra Pradesh, that is also a completely aware program, but unfortunately almost 30 people died in that. And now again in Tirupati. What is this? Why this kind of lapse? Definitely the TTD authorities should keep much administration in this kind of incident.
This across to Mr. Kumar Reddy, Ram Kumar Reddy. Mr. Ram Kumar Reddy, the YSRCP spokesperson, saying that the TTD authorities need to answer, need to be made accountable, and he is in fact pinning the blame on your government and the administration of Mr. Chandrababu Naidu. He is drawing a reference to the Pushkar Stampede that happened as well, and saying that this is a failure in the administration. How do you respond to this? What really went wrong? What are the inputs that you have got so far about what went wrong leading to this huge tragedy?
Uma, actually, see, the incident which happened yesterday at one of the ticket counters, if you look at what actually happened, people were made to wait in a park near to the ticket counter, and one of the women who was waiting got unwell. She had suddenly fell sick. So to take her out of that park, they opened the gate, and that is when the stampede happened. The police there were trying to rescue the woman who got unwell, and they were trying to take her to the hospital, and they opened the gate. And people felt that they opened the gate for the ticket token counters. So there was a huge inflow of people there was a huge pushing at the gate, and that is where the stampede happened. But see, whatever happened is very tragic, but we also feel, the Honorable Chief Minister had immediately taken a teleconference yesterday, and he had asked the officials who were there, to enhance all the arrangements that are taking place. And today the Chief Minister himself is coming to Tirumala, and he's going to take stock of the situation. And the other thing is, Uma, we don't want to, this is not the time to play politics here. Yes, there is a tragic incident which had happened, and the officials there have to take responsibility, and there is going to be an inquiry that is going to be conducted, and stern action, strong action will be taken against all those officials, who are responsible for this. Yes, there would have been extra police officials, or the ambulances which have come there, all those things will be inquired. And the other thing to note here is, Uma, this issuing of tokens had started in 2022. Before 2022, there is this kind of a system was not there. Everything was online. So in 2022, during the previous government, they have started this system of issuing tokens. And from 2022, there have been incidents of these kind of stampedes happening at the token counters. But yes, I agree that the entire system of issuing these tokens and the management of token centers, extra precautions have to be taken. And because with this kind of a crowd that is coming to have this Vaikuntha Dwara Darshanam, the officials there should have acted more cautiously, and should have been more careful. So we will not, no one will be spared in this. And I would like to assure my friend in the panel, Rajiv, that all those who have been injured will be taken care of, and the government will ensure that no other pilgrim had to lose their lives, and whoever had unfortunately died, yes, there will be ex gratia and there will be support from the government, and we will ensure that these kind of things don't happen in the future.
Yes, I'll take this to Mr. Rajiv Gandhi. You had a point to make.
Well, I was unable to hear the guest voice. Can you please convey me what he have said till now? I was unable to hear his voice. Hello?
Okay, Mr. Kumar Reddy is in fact spoken about the kind of arrangements that were made, and that yes, the best possible treatment is being given to the patients who are admitted at both Ruia Hospital as well as the SWIMS Hospital, and we of course hope that they will come through quickly and recover as soon as may be possible. And he has also mentioned that the Chief Minister will be coming down to Tirupati, and he will make the announcements about the.
Yeah, I got your point. Well, there is a saying that prevention is better than cure. So what is the use of saying that treatments were going well in the Rio hospitals right now? See, why this incident happened? So you have to take what are the precautionary measures taken by the TTD before the in the arrangements of this Vaikunta Dwaradarshan tokens issuing the places. So there were no precautionary or preventive measures taken by the government or TTD authorities, and now they are saying that they are giving some kind of treatment. Okay, well, I pray the Almighty that all the injured should be safe and should be healthy. And because even as not only as a politician but also as a devotee of Lord Sri Venkateswara Swami, I would not like to draw this into a political corner, but definitely who will be the responsible? Well, I would see this incident not as a tragic or a stampede incident. It is an incident which is, I would like to call this incident as a murders done by the government with a weapon called negligence and irresponsible. Why shouldn't we? So who will bring back the lives of the devotees? If you observe the voice of the
Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, and something that we must allow Mr. Kumar Reddy to react to. I also want to ask Mr. Kumar Reddy what kind of arrangements are now being done for the Vaikunta Dwara Darshanam, and is the ticket distribution now going to continue for the 10th, 11th and 12th as well? Are you limiting the numbers, and is the deployment of security now going to be increased at all those counters?
See, all kind of strong measures will be initiated. The Honorable Chief Minister himself is going to take a review in a few hours from now. And not only at all the ticket issuing counters, even in Tirumala also, the entire situation will be reviewed, and stronger measures will be taken. And the second thing is, if this is not as I've said, this is not the time to play politics. I would also like to remind my friend Mr. Rajiv that in the same Ruya hospital during COVID, almost 30 to 40 people have lost their lives because of lack of oxygen. Is it not the failure of the previous government? If you are only interested in playing politics, I can quote 10 instances.
Not the time for blame game, like you rightly mentioned, not the time really for blame game, but to ensure that the best possible treatment is reached out to the victims who are hospitalized, and also to those who have suffered this huge loss.